You know, I've been fishing jerkbaits for my whole life, and you know, I've seen a lot of different scenarios where one style is better than another. You know, in shallow water you might need a floater, in cold water you want one that suspends, but we just had a missing link in our line in having a jerkbait that would hit that next depth zone. You know, the standard KVD jerkbait does a fantastic job in shallower water. You know, I can get it down to about 8 foot if I use light line and make a really long cast, but I mean, that's just about it. This is a bait that goes that another step beyond. It'll go another 4 or 5 feet beyond that, and if I go to really light line, even farther yet. So it just takes it to a whole nother level, to a whole nother area. There he is. That's the juice. Look at that. That is pretty right there. Here I can see there were some emerald shiners on the top on this flat. That's how you want to start right there. It's considerably different than our standard KVD jerkbaits. You know, we've got a 200 series, that's a smaller, really high action bait that still suspends for that shallower region. And we have that 3-hook 300 version, which is the same thing. It's definitely a good slash bait. It runs very deep compared to the category, and I'll show you the difference. You know, this is right here, the original KVD 300 series jerkbait, same color, and this is the new one right here. You know, in this one here, you really can't see the internal weight chamber, but these baits are completely different. They look like it's the same body shape, but the inside is where all the magic happens. So we spend a lot of time working on the bill angle, the bill size, and that weight chamber, and the thickness of the walls internally to get this bait to have the right balance. You know, this bait suspends perfectly horizontal in the water, and you know, it really covers that depth zone, you know, anywhere from 4 to say 7 foot real well. You can get it a little bit deeper, but this one right here, the way we've got it balanced, it kind of sits a little more nose down, gives you a better dive angle, but when you jerk it real hard like we've been doing today, it just has incredible side-to-side action to it. And again, with that weight transfer system, it casts like a rocket, even right into the wind. And what I love about it is it's got the perfect action when you fish it slow, you know, like you want to do in cold water in the winter and early spring, with those, you know, soft twitches and those long pauses for those real lethargic pre-spawn fish. Or if you're up here smallmouth fishing like we are and you really got to snatch it. And I fish a jerkbait, you know, all summer long. You know, anytime that I've got bass around bait, it's a good lure. I've caught them from one end of the country to the other in hot water. This is just a lure that gets me to a much deeper zone than this is. There's a lot of times when it's too deep, you know, say it's over vegetation, things like that. You want the standard bait. It's another tool in my toolbox that gets me to another depth zone that I haven't been able to get to before. And this bait, it has all the right attributes. So, I mean, I've caught a bunch of fish on it. They beat the eye off of it. I'm worn the paint off the sides a little bit, but it has got the right action. You really need to, if you like to throw jerkbaits, this is one you gotta have in your tackle box. There we go. There, another big and giant smallmouth right there. Big belly. My favorite thing to do on the planet right there. There's just no better.